Hi Libra, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So, as much as this can be external, I'm seeing this also going on internally, so keep that in mind as well. You may have had, the focus is more so on the stress than the conflict, but you may have had a conflict with someone or maybe multiple people that you feel at odds with, and it's kind of building pressure or stress that you're experiencing right now. I'm seeing the emphasis be not on the conflict, but it's about the stress that you're feeling. So it's like you may feel a bit overburdened. It feels like it's coming from multiple directions. It's like things don't feel smooth in maybe multiple relationships that you have right now. Or maybe a significant relationship that isn't going smoothly. Let's see. Feels like you have a lot going on too. For some of you, this is about your friends, family. It's like people that you normally have at least a less stressful experience than what you're having right now. For some of you too, there's some type of like get together that you're feeling stressed out by, and it's like you've really been worrying about this too. It's like for whatever reason, it feels like much more stressful than it should be, like going to this get together or preparing for it. Because it's like some type of party or something that you've been invited to. It's like the offset is not lost on me here. It's like you were invited to go do something fun and like look at all these people like having fun and celebrating and like it's a party, but it's like encasing that, sandwiching that, it's like you feeling stressed out, you like losing sleep over it. It's like this is not fun. It's supposed to be fun, but it doesn't feel fun. And so is this also about too like authentically entering into a space and wanting to hold space for how you're emotionally feeling, even if it is different than like what's going on here? Maybe you're feeling not so confident walking into this situation too. You're like, is this an empowering choice for me? Is it not? Like, do I want to still go? I'm kind of seeing it be like that. It's like something up in the air that you're trying to figure out right now for yourself. It seems like you recognizing that like having a willing attitude and working together with everybody to the best of your ability is going to bring the most happiness forth from this situation. But it's like you may also feel too, you're like, okay, I'm here and I'm willing to work with you guys, but I'm also recognizing that this is a stressful situation for me and it may not be ideal, but you're still like having the type of attitude. It's like when you look within here, you're like, I'm gonna find a way to make this work for myself, even though I know that it's hard for me. It feels almost like you've been worrying about other things too, and maybe that's also why you feel so impacted by this. It's like personally in your alone time, you may be feeling like affected or upset about multiple things, or like trying to sort through different feelings that you're having. I'm seeing like a lot of thoughts that we're having as well. Profuse is what I'm hearing. Profuse thinking, thoughts. So there's a sense of like needing to work with yourself here, the messages that you're getting internally. And also you may too, after like whatever this event is that you're attending, or like reunion or getting together, whatever that is, I'm seeing you're going to be taking time out for yourself where you're alone. Like I'm seeing you taking a break and be like, I need space for myself right now. So engaging less than than you had been, I suppose. Like, this is too about, like, prioritizing your own time that you need to think about things, to reflect. It's like you may be doing more things online as well with the Hermit. I'm hearing something too about keeping up appearances. It's like, I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like something ideal. It symbolizes safety, security. And then I'm seeing a message come through. So this could be like something that you wanted. Something that at least looks good on paper. Interesting. Okay. A message coming through about starting something new, but then I'm seeing an ending. It's like some type of collaboration even. This could be some sort of project. Like you... Okay. Let me get one more card. I will say this, I'm seeing so much work that you are putting in right now, Libra, to be working on yourself, to be reflecting. Like, I'm seeing this be like a study of the self that is going on here. You understanding yourself, you understanding motives, you like checking out the inner landscape and like putting so much, investing so much into you, like being able to like analyze yourself. This is so refreshing as well, because this is you understanding that you have social relationships and being so much more interested in you understanding yourself here. And this also helps you understand your relationships too. So it's like you're starting at the very like beginning center seed catalyst of all of this, so you can understand the bigger purpose, the bigger meaning, and where your place is in all of that. So that feels like very much the center focus, even though all of this other stuff is going on. And I feel like your guides want that pointed out because it's like such an excellent thing that you're focusing on. And it just feels so like such an empowering move for you to be making right now because of this work that you're doing. So I'm seeing there be a sense of feeling stressed out about something here. And maybe this is about like your finances, your security, stuff going on with the home, stuff also with like relationships, friends even. And then I'm seeing like if somebody reach out to you, I'm seeing a message be sent, and it's like when it gets to you, like I don't know if this person is upset or worried about something, or if it's you that's feeling that when you receive this message, but it's like you get a message and there's something that's like a lot of overthinking or worrying. It's like feeling like you can't get out of your head almost. I'm seeing this be related to a project and related to like some sort of collaboration. But then all of a sudden I'm seeing it's like whatever was happening on the social front, I'm seeing it come to an end. And I'm looking at you looking within and like going back to doing your personal work. So as I said before, it's like I'm seeing you being very social and like socially engaged, but recognizing as well that you're feeling stressed out by like that socializing component even. Maybe because of the dynamics that you have with people, and then it's like you end in a state of reflection here and going back to working on yourself and like putting that like as the main piece of what's going on here and what you're pouring your energy and effort into. I'm just looking at Virgo here in this spread. Virgo may be a significant placement that you have. Somebody here has a Virgo moon is what I'm hearing. If you don't have a Virgo moon, this reading can still be for you, but I'm hearing specifically something about a Virgo moon. Ooh, working on things with work. Yes. I'm seeing you be very much about your business. There's something something that you're working on, business model, a role that you are playing, a position that you're fulfilling, has to do with work, you making money, finances, even like a business that you're involved in and wanting to be composed too. It's like you're working on things from a financial aspect, but you're also working on things like with an emotional management standpoint. For some of you, this is something like your job or job path that you're on right now. It's concerned with emotional health, even like some type of health, holistic care. Guiding people, therapy for some, counseling, health related, mood management, stress management, life management, things like that. Art, I'm also getting that, something to do with art. Yeah, it feels like these two different aspects of yourself here are like colliding in the best way, and like you're trying to figure out how to get them to work together like most harmoniously. I'm seeing that with here. It's like you're concerned with like your role at work, like your business, your job, career, whatever this represents for you. And then it's like you also on the emotional front, and maybe even this tying into what you're doing job related. Because when we see the King of Cups with something, it's like health related, mental health, spiritual health, like things like that, health in general. And then it's like marrying these two aspects of yourself. It's like getting them to work together here. I'm hearing bridging the gap between these two. So it's like, how do I get like myself from an emotional standpoint and also a business standpoint integrated in a way where I'm like establishing the most harmonious relationship between the two. And this can be too your own personal mental health. It's like, how do I tend to my own mental health and stability and like what's going on emotionally for myself in my world, and how am I managing my stress, and how am I also like integrating that with what I'm doing like for work, what I'm doing for like the role that's expected of me, the responsibilities that I have, this business that I'm trying to run, like whatever it is that's going into that for you. And finding the right combination as well, I'm getting, it's like, how much do I need to prioritize things like on a 3D financial end? How much do I need to prioritize my mental and emotional health as well, like my spiritual health? I'm also hearing my physical body. There may also too be you stepping into a role where you're like, I'm getting really good at setting boundaries, especially when I'm having issues with people. It's like I'm seeing that in the past you could have felt conflicted about setting boundaries with people, but now you're getting more comfortable being the Queen of Swords here. The Queen of Swords actually does represent Libra specifically. So it's like in your interpersonal relationships that you're close with people, you being able to be the Queen of Swords. It's like when people are coming at you with like drama, or they're disagreeing with you, or they're just like bringing, I'm hearing something about bringing a mess to you. It's like when people are just like not in a smooth place and are like bringing that to your front doorstep, there's a sense of you like really taking the reins here in these situations and being like, yes, I have time for you, or like, no, I can't hold space for you right now, you know, and getting more comfortable doing that, especially with the Magician. It's like, what are you doing about that? How are you taking control? What are you making of this too? Because it's like when other things are entering into your life that feel chaotic, it's like you can choose to be like taken over by the sense of like chaos, drama, whatever that people are bringing to you, or you can make something of that. So it's like the Magician is going to take that and use that for fuel to create something with it and channel that into something. And this can be your own internal conflict as well that you're feeling. It's like rather than sitting in it and like having a parade and being like, yeah, I just feel so conflicted, or I don't know what to do, or like everything's so chaotic, and just staying stagnant in that, there's a sense of being like, you know, this is telling me something, or I need to do something with this. So it's like using everything, even like the unwanted things or uncomfortable things, and actually channeling that into like some form of creation that you're making here with the Magician. Yeah, it feels like you making your own like karma for yourself and really deciding that, like what you're gonna do with it, what the consequences of that are, especially leaning towards your pursuit of happiness. So it really feels like you're taking such an empowering stance. It's like even when things that feel like at face value, like they may be chaotic or unfortunate circumstances or like dramatic in an unpleasant way, it's like you're taking this and like extricating what you can from it to make it something that can be like efficient or effective for you, or like channel it into something beneficial for yourself, for the group. I'm seeing something being offered to you, but you're thinking about like whether or not this is gonna like bring happiness. It's like I'm seeing the Ace of Cups being offered to you, but there's a sense of you being like, I don't know if I want that. For those of you that this is about a relationship, I'm getting this here. There may be someone, yeah. It's like retrograde sneaks into every reading. There's no reading that doesn't have a retrograde theme, at least like in a segment of the reading. So for some of you, there's somebody coming through offering you like love or an opportunity. For a lot of you, I'm seeing this be a relationship specifically. Like this can be an ex, this can be like even a current partner. I don't know what's going on. Like maybe having some like issues within the relationship. Again, this can be an ex, this can be someone you were married to, somebody you lived with, this can also be a company reaching out to you. I'm seeing somebody come through and offer you love, but I'm seeing you in the position as the King of Cups here, and you're like, you know what, I'm grounded, I'm cool, I don't think that I'm going to take this offer to join forces with this person. So it's like you're not trying to be in a relationship with them, because I'm seeing you thinking about this and being like, what would that mean to me? What would that entail? What would that mean for me? Like, is this something I want to commit to? And I'm seeing, like, in you thinking about this and, like, unraveling it and maybe even playing the tape to the end, I'm seeing you decide that you're going to be the Queen of Swords in this situation. And you're like, you know what, I'm sticking with just what's going to make me happy, and what's bringing me happiness right now is actually me setting boundaries, because I feel conflicted about this. And if this offer is not bringing me peace and I feel all caught up in my head about it, it's because I'm trying to create something else, and this isn't the opportunity that I want to be taking. And I'm seeing that so specifically, Libra, about whatever offer this is. This can be a business offer for some of you. It's like somebody wants to like even have some sort of contract with you, and you're like, I don't know about this. Like you may not want to take somebody on as a client even, because it's like what has manifested for you in this opportunity, what you're going to be doing with it. I'm seeing you calling judgment. It's like making the best decision possible for you, and being like, is this going to be what I need it to be? For some of you too, this can be like, am I going to be paid what I want to be paid for taking on this job, or like does it not pay enough? Is this something that like mentally I'm going to feel like has balance within it, or do I not want to do it? Like, is this person going to show up in a way that I want them to? So it's like tossing all of these things around in your head. And knowing too that you're the one that is in charge of manifesting opportunities for yourself. So there's like such a high level of you being like taking accountability here. and being like, I get to make this opportunity into anything that I want to make it into. And knowing that, because you recognize yourself as the magician here, as the one manifesting the things that you are bringing into your life and creating for yourself. I'm just looking at the sun in this spread and Mercury. All right, my friends, at 2022, we are going to leave it here. I would like to thank everybody very much for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.